Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Love the idea of an automatic self-cleaning litter box for your cat, but not sure which kind to get? The Litter Robot is probably the brand leader in the field, but there are an increasing number of competitors. A company called CatLink recently sent me out their Scooper Young automatic self-cleaning litter box to check out. It uses the same basic self-cleaning mechanism as the Litter Robot line, but has a few special features of its own. Is it a better choice than the Litter Robot 3? Let's check it out and see how it compares. So as far as I understand it, Litter Robot was the first company to come up with the idea of a weight-activated, timed, sifting rolling globe mechanism for self-cleaning litter boxes, and both the Litter Robot 3 and the Scooper Young operate under the same basic principle. You've got a globe which is partially filled with cat litter and a sifting screen on one side. When your cat enters the globe, it trips a weight sensor which causes the globe to begin slowly rotating once the cat has left and a specified period of time has elapsed. Rotation causes the litter to pass over the sifting screen, clean litter passes through the screen, and clumps are separated out where they eventually tumble down into a waste drawer at the bottom of the unit. Then the rotation slowly reverses and the clean litter pours back through the screen to fill the bottom of the globe again. The result is that your cat always has a clean bed of litter to use and litter box odors are greatly reduced. Zero scooping is required, and depending on the design of the unit and the number of cats you've got, you might be able to get away with changing out the litter waste bag as infrequently as once every 3 weeks, although I really wouldn't recommend waiting that long because odors do build up over time. With the Litter Robot 3 and 2 cats, I change out the waste bag twice a week. The waste bag's not full at that point. I could definitely go longer, but it starts to smell after 4 days. With the CatLink Scooper Young, I should theoretically be able to wait considerably longer. Their website says 2 to 3 weeks for one cat, but you're going to run into the same odor issue. So CatLink Scooper Young is its basic model. They also sell the Scooper Luxury Pro, a Wi-Fi enabled model that's designed to work with a whole suite of cat products. It works together with the Wi-Fi enabled CatLink One automatic feeder and CatLink Pure automatic water fountain to give you a complete picture of your cat's daily lifestyle via the CatLink app. You can see the number of times and duration of eating, drinking, and litter box usage. By having your cats wear the RFID tracking collars that come with the products, the system is designed to track the usage of each individual cat. The system has a great deal of promise and tons of cool features, but there's some things which don't quite work yet. So after testing out the Scooper Luxury Pro for a few weeks, I asked the company to send me out the simpler Scooper Young. Sometimes going lower tech can be a good thing. The fewer features a product has, the fewer things that can go wrong. The Scooper Young and Scooper Luxury Pro are basically identical in their physical appearance and mechanical operation. They're the same size with the same size globe interior, entryway opening, and waste drawer capacity. The fancier Scooper Luxury Pro has a control panel with more options. It also features a light in the interior of the globe as well as a UVC sterilization process for the waste drawer. Both devices use a weight sensor to determine if your cat has used the device and therefore needs a cleaning cycle, as well as to detect the entry of your cat into the device when it's in the middle of a cleaning cycle and therefore to stop temporarily. But the Luxury Pro also features a special radar sensor to assist in cat detection as well. And of course, the Luxury Pro is Wi-Fi enabled with an app so you can get up-to-the-moment notifications about your cat's use of the Luxury Pro and in general probably get more information than you possibly wanted to know. So how does the Scooper Young compare with the Litter Robot 3? The external size of the two units is similar except for the depth. The Litter Robot 3 is noticeably deeper than the Scooper Young, in part because it has a small step in the front, something that the Scooper Young lacks. Both devices have an opening that's fairly high from the floor, but the Litter Robot step makes it easier for cats to get into. However, CatLink makes an excellent product to address this shortcoming, the CatLink Ramp. It provides both an easy way for cats to get into the Scooper Young as well as decent anti-litter tracking functionality due to the litter catching grate across the top. It's stable, secure, and my cats really liked just hanging out on it. It's a great product, but it adds significantly to the size and the price of the Scooper Young. The interior of the Scooper Young is similar to the Litter Robot 3 in all dimensions. The entryway of the two machines is equally wide, but the Litter Robot entrance is a lot taller. My cats had no problem fitting into the Scooper Young, but they're relatively small cats. People with larger cats might have more issues. Speaking of size, the Scooper Young will accommodate smaller cats than the Litter Robot. It will work in automatic mode with cats as small as 3.3 pounds, whereas the Litter Robot has a minimum weight of 5 pounds for its automatic mode. The Litter Robot 3 does not have a maximum weight limit, however, while the Scooper Young has an upper limit of 22 pounds, probably due to its smaller interior dimensions. The waste drawer of the Scooper Young is large and well designed, with a clever little hump in the middle designed to foil the tendency of waste clumps to pile up in a mountain in the middle of the drawer, filling up the waste drawer capacity prematurely. It should theoretically allow you to wait longer than the Litter Robot 3 between changes of the waste bag because it will accommodate more waste, perhaps 2 to 3 weeks if you have a small, single cat. For that same cat, the Litter Robot would probably require a litter waste bag switch out at 7 to 10 days. However, keep in mind that long waits are not optimal because the unit will begin to smell. The downside of the Scooper Young waste drawer system is the proprietary bag size it requires. Unlike the Litter Robot 3, which works fine with standard large kitchen trash bags, you gotta buy special trash bags for the Scooper Young from CatLink. They're an odd size and will currently run you $14.99 for 40 bags on Amazon. Both units are designed to work with clumping litter only, but the Scooper Young includes an additional screen for the litter box interior that allows it to be used with a combination of clay clumping litter and tofu litter, as well as the standard clumping clay litter. The Litter Robot 3 does not come with this option and will only work with clumping clay litter. Finally, in terms of noise level, the CatLink Scooper Young is remarkably quiet, much quieter during its cleaning cycle than the Litter Robot 3. If you're not in the same room with it, you won't hear it at all, whereas the Litter Robot 3 is relatively noisy when a cleaning cycle is being performed and can be heard from an adjacent room. So which one is the better choice? To be honest, both are good. The Scooper Young is a clear winner on noise and waste drawer capacity. If those are big areas of concern, then going with the Scooper Young might be warranted. Price-wise, the regular price for the Scooper Young is a bit higher than the Litter Robot 3, but it's frequently discounted, and those discounts might result in a lower price overall. However, keep in mind that at least for a new user of CatLink's products, the CatLink Ramp accessory is strongly recommended. Without a secure step up, many cats might feel nervous about accessing the Scooper Young and refuse to use it. They aren't going to want to jump right into the device, which is what they would need to do without the CatLink Ramp. Once they're used to the device, then the ramp becomes less necessary, but honestly, the cats like it, and it does do quite a good job in cutting down on litter tracking. So if you're pricing out the Scooper Young as a first-time CatLink buyer, I would strongly recommend making sure to include the cost of the ramp in your calculations. Size-wise, both units are huge. They require much more of a commitment than your standard litter box in terms of placement. The Scooper Young's going to stick out less from a wall than the Litter Robot 3, but only if you're not using the CatLink Ramp. In terms of warranty, the CatLink Scooper Young comes with a 1-year warranty, whereas the Litter Robot 3 has an 18-month warranty with an option to purchase an additional 18-month extended warranty as well. In addition, Litter Robot is a much more established brand, around for more than 20 years as opposed to 5 years for CatLink, so if your device needs service in the future, Litter Robot might be the better bet. And as far as customer service is concerned, the Litter Robot 3 might be a better choice for customers in the US because all the customer service and technical support for Litter Robot products are based in the US. In fact, the entire company is US based, with all design, assembly, fulfillment, and repair being done in either Michigan or Wisconsin. Being China based, customer service might not be quite as convenient with CatLink. What do my cats think? Well, I had the CatLink and Litter Robot units set up in my laundry room for over a month, and after the first week, the cats seemed to use the two equally frequently. I didn't notice any difference in odor between the two. Litter tracking was less with the CatLink unit, but only because of the ramp catching tracked litter. Overall, I think both units are good. If you've watched my other automatic litter box videos, you'll know that I'm a real Litter Robot fan. I've used their products for many years, and I think they're great quality and well designed. That much said, the CatLink Scooper Young is the best Litter Robot competitor that I've run into yet. It's much better than the Chillx Auto Egg that I reviewed a few years back, and it beats out the Leo's Loo that I reviewed last year as well. Is it better than the Litter Robot 3 overall? My general feeling would be no, but I do think it's very good. There's no question that it's much quieter than the Litter Robot 3, and its waste drawer capacity is impressive, but the irritating proprietary waste drawer liners, the shorter warranty, and the relative newness of the company to the automatic litter box space are significant concerns. I think that the CatLink Luxury Pro suite of Wi-Fi enabled products that CatLink initially sent me out has a lot of promise. With their integrated automatic feeder and water fountain devices and health monitoring app, you can track your cat's eating and drinking habits as well as their litter box usage, and assuming that you can convince your cats to wear the necessary tracking collars, you can even monitor the usage of each individual cat. The CatLink Luxury Pro litter box itself has tons of bells and whistles, measuring the level of cat litter in the device, providing providing UVC sterilization for the waste drawer, and using radar as well as weight sensors to determine if your cat has entered or exited the device. However, the system still needs a bit more development in my view, as not all of the promised features actually perform as designed. I look forward to seeing what CatLink comes up with in future for its Luxury Pro line. The CatLink Scooper Young, Ramp, and other CatLink products are available from Amazon.com as well as CatLink's website and are priced at $539.99 for the Scooper Young and $99 for the Ramp. The CatLink Luxury Pro is priced at $639.99. The Litter Robot 3 is available directly from Litter Robot and is priced at $499. Please be sure to check the description below for links to these products as well as affiliate coupon codes, especially for my viewers. Many thanks to the kind folks at CatLink and Litter Robot for sending me out these products to review. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer them. And do consider hitting that subscribe button because I've got a lot more product reviews coming up. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.